Escaping the RatRace podcast is about living on your own terms and conditions, making an income where you don't have to be part of the corporate system. This podcast can give you an insight into how you can figure out a way for you to escape the RatRace. Project Portugal, welcome to the podcast.
Hello,
Jasper.
Hi.
Lovely to be here.
Thank
Yes.
you. Your first visit to the ghost town.
It certainly is.
Because you are quite a way away from us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
You're
says 45
up near
minutes.
Fundau, right?
Yeah, we're
Near
10 minutes outside Fundau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alpedrinha.
Yeah.
I pass by there sometimes, like in the distance when I go to Alex and Sandra from Quinta Fonte da Pipa.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
live in San Vicente Baira.
Yeah.
It's close to you.
It's
I
close.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think anywhere here is close because the roads are all like.
On
It's
the
like-
map, it's this long, and then by the time you've travelled all the
Yes.
windy roads, you're like 3 hours later.
In the beginning, I looked on the thing and it said like 20 kilometers, 20 minutes. And I'm like, usually it's half the
Yeah,
amount of,
yeah.
but because of all the windy roads, right?
Yeah.
So how long did it take you to get here? Maybe 40 minutes?
45 minutes.
Yeah.
We did stop off at Luke and Sarah's because Luke's having issues with one of his walls has got a kink in it.
Yeah, from the storm, right?
No,
Oh.
no, that as well.
Oh.
But no, the other wall it's been built
Interestingly.
out of line, basically.
On purpose or
No,
No.
just they,
after lunch work?
maybe,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely, yeah,
maybe
yeah.
a Friday afternoon project or whatever.
Yes, yeah.
So he started building off the original foundations, and now he's got up to sort of chest height. He's realised, oh, it doesn't line up,
Yes.
and he's worried about them putting the roof on because the roof plate sits on top of the wall,
Yeah.
and it's going.
Yeah,
he thought it would be one
it'll
straight
be a
line, but it's not going to
banana.
be. It's going to be two straight lines. But it's easily.
It's always more work than you expect, right?
Yeah.
Look. Oh, we have a little web coming down.
It could be a bit dusty here.
Well, we're getting into that time of year. Everything's
Yeah.
dusty as well. So.
Yes.
And the dogs bring it all in.
Sandy and
Sand and
my
dust.
bus has like on the dashboard, it has like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
layer of Sahara dust.
Yeah, we're probably not going to have any rain now till.
You say
October,
this, and then
November?
it'll rain on Saturday.
I need a little bit of rain still because I want to burn some stuff. Otherwise, it's going to
Yeah.
be laying here.
Yeah,
Like,
because from now on, if we don't have any rain, we won't be burning anything.
no,
No.
You know.
I think today or yesterday was the last day that they still said it was like moderate.
Oh,
Okay,
really? Yeah.
But
Yeah.
from tomorrow on, it's like red.
Yeah,
everywhere.
well,
Yeah.
temperature's getting up now. We got 36 this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
It how to say it reminds you which country you're in again. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, certainly not the UK.
No.
How long have you guys been here?
7 years in April.
Yeah. April the 1st, we turned up
April
here
Fool's Day.
Yeah.
in 2019, and it was chucking it down. It was raining so bad.
Really, really bad.
Actually, it was raining more inside the house than it was outside.
And it was sunny when we left the UK, and we're like, this is wrong. This is.
I had
It's not
that
how it's
also
supposed to
like
be.
two
Yeah.
times. And I left Holland and then like, oh, it's probably a lot better in Portugal. And in Holland was nice already.
Yeah.
And it was like pouring down like these, like,
So, what am I doing?
Yeah, certainly the first summer was an eye opener. We had
yes.
47, I think, at our house. The first summer we were here.
And then you still were convinced that you made the right choice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
without question.
Did
The
it take
best-
you?
The best thing we've ever done.
Did you like?
Apart from marrying each other.
Cliche. Was it like also you thought about it and you went, or was there like a long time that you already thought about
So
coming here?
We've been asked by a lot of people, what's the best thing to do, you know, and we always say, come here, visit, and you know, look at several places, different areas, so you know you might like it somewhere, and then you go somewhere else and think, oh, this is better, you know, do all that stuff.
Yes.
Look at lots and lots of houses, take your time. It's the best thing to do.
I feel where this is going.
We didn't. We'd never been to Portugal before.
Not even
Really?
on holiday.
Never,
No.
not even on holiday. Never been
No.
to Portugal before. We came here and bought a house within
A week.
4 days.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You were
But
so desperate to
It
leave
was
the
more.
UK.
It was more get out of the UK.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. And the thing is, as well, we sold a property back in the UK, and we had like we all do, we look online and you have your list of, I want cherry trees, or I'd like a, I don't know, water feature and all this sort of stuff. And you then, when you get here, you actually see things very differently, obviously. But online, you look at stuff. And we had been looking online for a little while.
Yeah, a while.
And as soon as our house sold in the UK, we booked a flight over because we said, right, we've got a week to find something.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
You were so convinced that you needed to leave the current situation there.
We had a business, construction business in the UK. We were doing very well. We were working internationally. We were in the Falkland Islands and all over. You know, we had a couple of jobs in Europe and doing really well. But it got to the stage that people were getting
was it Grand Design?
more demanding. Like they've been watching Grand Designs or something on TV
Yes,
and think that you can build them a mansion for
20
100 quid. You
yeah.
know, and it got ridiculous. And we were also started to get. A couple of times it happened. People were playing the being tricky with money. That's not a very good way to describe it. We had a lot of people that refused to pay the end bill on a job, and because the laws had changed in the UK, and if you fitted something, it's like I laid a block paving driveway, and the last payment was say a £2,000 payment, but it's already finished. And the customer refused to pay, because for whatever reason they can just refuse to pay. This happened a couple of times. I'm not. You'd see people with videos of they come and take all their stuff back. You know, like 10,000 quid worth of
materials,
and you're not allowed to do that. So the law says in the UK, once it's been fitted to someone's property,
it's theirs.
It becomes theirs, even if they've not paid for it.
What the hell?
And that was happening a lot. So you get to the final payment of a job, you finish the job, you've moved on to another job, and they wouldn't pay you.
To pay.
And they say, "Oh, take me to court."
Yeah,
and, you know,
because it was under there was like a limit sort of thing, wasn't there?
Five.
Small claims court thing, and it's just there's lots of stupid little things. We had we priced up a job for somebody to do a barn. They wanted it as a
storage,
a garden storage workshop area. And then literally we sort of turned up and they said, here's the new design, and it's now...
comes under building regs.
Which we hadn't obviously priced for, and it has a
So it had to
completely
have
different...
DPC, different design, different everything. Yeah?
Yeah, that was an absolute...
Waterproofing.
That I think that was the nail in the coffin
that was
too.
that tipped us over,
Yeah, we
so
were
we priced the job for just a barn on the concrete slab, a barn. No damp course, nothing, because it wasn't habitable, And then they give us, on the start of the job, they give us a set of plans from the architect with DPCs, stepped foundations,
sewage.
So they changed the plan without a quote?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they'd accepted our quote for all the original
but
storage.
that's not the job anymore,
exactly,
right?
Yeah,
Like,
this is what we
but,
argued.
you know, and this was going on all the time. So we're like,
there's just lots of...
No. And we had the opportunity to sort of retire here. Couldn't probably do it in any other country, you know, because cost of living, etc.
Yes.
So we got right. Let's do it, and we did.
Yep.
Great.
You sort of like set your mind and then you went for it.
Yeah, we're very much. It's weird actually. We'll do stuff like that. We'll go right. This is what we're doing, but it's like with our property at the moment. We change so many things. We'll go. Oh, we'll put I don't know. The pool table in this room, and then now we're going to go. Oh, actually no, that will stay there. But we're changing this room out, and this is going to because we've been there 7 years. We're living with it, and you go, actually, it'd be nice if we put a doorway through here instead of walking around there. So, right, get a big hammer out and make a hole.
As further as you go, you see more insights in what is practical.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And how you use the buildings as well, because, and that's a nice thing about being practical. You don't have to just do something and go, oh, well, I've done that. I have to leave it like that now. You know, you can...
Yes.
I've put the fireplace there. Actually, I think I'll move it. So we'll move it. You know, it's not a setting stone.
I was set on not having a fireplace in my house, and I'm now here for 4 years, and I'm going to make a fireplace in my house.
Yeah.
Because it's one of the most practical ways to heat the house.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And I
There's-
didn't want to dust, and I didn't want to go through my roof and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But
You get dust anyway.
eventually, yes, you get dust anyway. It comes like through the walls here
Yes.
sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you get more in the summer than you do with a fire. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
And I say having animals as well. Our little Quinn, he likes to lie in the sandpit, and he comes in, and it's just like
silver. It shakes it.
and he's just covered in sand. Okay.
Yeah, we have now with the cutting season, we have all the grass.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we have these seeds, like these things that they get in the ears
Yeah.
and
The
stuff.
foxtail.
Foxtails.
And
Yeah.
they're like rolling around, like, and then they want to go into the house with all these things like
Yeah.
sticking everywhere. It's like, come here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the worst things for the dogs as well, because you've got to check their furry bits between their feet, because
Yeah.
we've had them stuck in there
Yes.
as well.
Akira has sometimes these balls, these sticky balls, like in between her feet,
And they're really sharp.
because she has like white paws, so the
Yeah, and she gets a hole.
things stick in it. You know, it's like. So you guys didn't scout any properties. It was like.
No, we did in that week.
We looked at
13.
12 or 13 properties
Oh, live,
in the
like
week that we were
we
here.
visited.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Actually, we did. We had some that we'd seen online, and we thought, oh, we'll look at that one. And then 2 of them we actually drove past and saw where they
Immediately
actually were,
dismissed them.
and they was like, no, we don't want to see that. You know, when you see it, so it's a waste
The
of time.
area.
Well, it's not that. Like you see the photographs and you think, oh, that looks nice, you know. And then when you, I'm so glad we didn't buy it. But
Yeah.
there was one property that looked really nice. There was 2. It was a house which needed renovating, which was perfect for us.
Mm-hmm.
And it had a big barn with it and another little building, so we could have made 3 bits of accommodation, if you like, 2 houses and a little chalet or whatever you call it. Yeah. But from the photographs, it looked great, and it was a decent price.
Yep.
And it was 3 hectares, and we thought that's about right. And then we actually drove past it, and it's right beside the road.
Yeah.
And of course with the dogs, and I was like,
And that, no.
and
then-
nothing is ever fenced here, is it?
No.
So
And it was 3 hectares of cherries.
yeah,
So
That's a lot of work, right?
that's a lot.
yeah,
Of work.
yeah. And
All
cherries have to be
and you got
handpicked.
what, 2-week window to pick
Yeah,
all your
yeah.
cherries.
Yeah, so it's
It's
so
like
yeah.
the olive madness also. Like if you
Yeah.
have too much olive trees, you can't do it, you know.
Yeah,
It's like
I mean
the time is
we've
not
got quite a good amount of olives, but not stupid. We can actually do.
We can pick we pick
there. I heard you had quite a lot.
with
though.
about 1,000 kilos a year
So we've got
from
60 odd,
60, 70 trees.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
And we can do that in 3 days on our own.
good. Really?
With some help. Maybe one,
Yeah,
2
yeah.
guys helping a few days, but yeah.
well, I mean if it's just the two, because James, our friend from the UK, likes to come over for olive season.
Yeah.
But we could do it within that week. We could
Yeah.
just the 2 of us.
And
do-
then you go one time to the press, like with the whole.
Yeah, we
1,000?
try to.
If we can get someone else who wants to take half our haul, because we can only carry about half a tonish.
Ah,
Because you haven't got the room to get it in the van. you know.
Yes.
Although the van can probably take more, but
Put it on the roof.
yes.
38 crates I can get in the back of our van.
Because I believe for the acidity for the olives, it's best if they go to the press like straight away.
Yeah.
As soon as you can.
Yeah.
So some of them we pick and then take them to the press the next day.
Yes.
And
Yeah, that's-
this year we had 0.1% acidity, which is fantastic.
Yes.
Really good.
I know a lot of Portuguese. They leave them for
Oh,
laying
some of
around for 3-4 days, and you
Yeah.
see the plastic bags.
Yeah,
like-
they're horrible, and you
you
see
get
them
the
all like, oh,
worms
yeah, it's.
Yeah.
So
and
like,
then you
now
go to a press where they press it with your stuff. You know,
Yeah.
you're like,
a
okay.
bit of extra protein in there. Yes, it's not vegan. So olive oil is not vegan.
Why am I doing so much my best to get like these
Yeah.
olives like that way? Because
Yeah.
I only had like 300 kilo max, so I
Oh,
never could do my own press.
You may be
Ooh,
able
that
to
one in-
at Valbon, which isn't far from
Yes.
here. Valbon may do it down to 300 kilos because they're only small.
Ewan said that to me.
Yeah.
I went also with Ewan one time to Nino.
Yeah,
Azur?
Nino d'Azur.
Yeah. And there it was with their olives, so they
Oh,
also
that-
had
yeah.
nice olives, so that was
Yeah.
cool. But I went to what is it, Sobral?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's really a factory, right?
yeah. That was. I mean, we got stuck in there
and-
one time for 14 hours. When
Yeah.
was it? Oh,
14 hours waiting just to offload the olives there.
yeah.
I went there one time. I was there at 7 o'clock, and there was already a line, but I was out in like an hour, and then another
that's-
hour I had my oil. So it was
wow.
like,
So that's good. Yeah.
but I was there at 7 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
you know, when they opened.
So we have found a new place now. We used it first time this year. Well, sorry, last year.
Yeah.
It's on the industrial estate in Castelbranco.
I heard good stories about
It's
that.
Very
really
good.
good.
No-
Zempor, they're called.
Yeah,
really,
it's
really impressed.
Spotlessly
Spotlessly
clean.
clean. You have, I think it's 500 kilos
I
minimum.
think. Yeah.
But you have your own oil
And is
you
it
know,
fast? Or okay.
really fast.
Yeah,
it's
I heard
really,
some
really good.
positivity. People say that.
Yeah, and it was just nice because you can book online, so you actually get a slot
You get a
to
time
book
slot.
rather than having to
Very modern.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rather than just turn up in the car
and hope that.
queue up behind everyone else for
It
hours.
has its charm, you know. If I see like the old guys
Yes,
working there and
yeah.
stuff. It's like
Yeah.
you see a bit of the old days, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I imagine them coming with their donkeys and their carts, you know.
Well, I think that when we got stuck in Sobral, we thought we were getting near the front, and it just so there was like a lady there with her bags of almost fermented olives, and then this truck turned up, and she was sort of holding the space for this truck of olives, and it was
a
about
4 ton of olives.
I was gonna say, yeah,
just
4 or 5 ton.
pulled in front of us. We're like, oh. No.
yeah. So it was just like
So it takes like I think it takes an hour a ton to process. So that was
Oh, yeah?
that delayed us another 4 hours, you know.
yeah, it was
And
just
then the time you load it and all that, so that's another 5 hours.
yeah. We were just
We
like,
thought we were
"Oh."
just about to go in there.
Yeah, in the beginning, I heard stories from other YouTubers who were standing in these lines like
Yeah.
12 hours, 14
Yeah.
hours. It's like,
I mean, I know Cindy has gone there with she had like a couple of carrier bags, you know, the big shopping bags, because she was just handpicking a few, and she went there with a couple of bags just to get
really?
a little can of oil.
And then they take their commission.
Yeah, and now she ended up with like a teaspoon going back.
Talking about teaspoons, I tried it myself once. The olive oil pressing. I bought on Amazon this very small like wine press.
Okay.
And I tried to do it. And I eventually ended up with like a teaspoon, you know, that was
No.
drifting on top of the...
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
like 2 hours of work,
Oh,
you know.
wow.
Yeah, it's just not.
I abandoned that very fast.
Yeah,
Yeah. We do know someone with their own
press,
press, quite a big concern, you know.
Okay.
30,000
something like that,
pounds
20
or whatever,
plus,
or
yeah.
euros. But I don't know how.
They press only for themselves?
Yes.
Or? Okay.
Yes. I don't know how well that works. What yields they get, but yeah.
Because I think the thing is, you know, they need the bigger machines because you can get the bigger force and stuff,
Yes.
isn't it? You know, if you have that, like you say, just literally squeezing.
I mean,
I
you
wanted
can
to
do
see
it all
how-
by hand in a saucepan. You know, you cook them up,
Yes.
heat them up and mash them, and
Yes.
yeah, it's very labour intensive. For
Yes.
No, it's a lot easier just to. I mean, it's bad enough picking them in some ways.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, it's quite a nice.
One of my favourite times of year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do like.
I like it also, but with other people, you know, because
Yeah.
now I also have like 30 trees and it's just too much for me by myself. You
Yeah.
know, like,
And the thing is, as well, we did actually buy one of those little wiggler things as well. That makes a big difference.
how you use it also. I had a
yeah.
guy over here once like coming to help me out and he was with the thing, but then he was still like to the outside of the tree like this.
So all the olives were, yeah,
They went everywhere, you know. It was
yeah,
like,
like the net's here and the olives are over. Yeah, okay, yeah. Give them a machine.
and now you're cutting grass also, or you don't have that much land? That I'm
Well-
already for 2 weeks cutting grass.
Because we got the pigs, we don't cut a lot of grass.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
The
and
pigs keep it down
Yes.
really, really well.
yeah, I've cut a few paths in where the chickens and ducks are, because I mean, I like to leave the wildflowers in their paddock anyway,
Yeah.
but it's miles away from anything. You know, it's like not by a road or anything like that. But I cut paths in so they can actually walk along, because
Yes,
otherwise
yeah.
they're like, oh, I can't do it.
Your house is near a village or in a village? Or
It's
900 meters.
900 metres from the centre of the village.
We can see the village.
I think I saw some pictures of you where I see in the background like
Yeah.
the village.
Yeah,
That's why
we've
I
built
assumed.
a circle, a stone circle, and that frames the village.
I think I saw
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So that you stand outside our front door, and you can look through and see the village. And that was another thing when we were looking for property. I personally didn't want to be remote. I wanted. There's three things that I wanted to be near a village. I didn't want to be in one. but on the outskirts. At the time, I said I want a proper toilet and electricity, just for ease, because to try to get all that set up when you've just turned up in your van with all your kit, it's just like, I don't want to go and dig a hole and.
No. It was also one of my requirements.
Yeah.
I wanted like grid connection.
Yeah.
So I bought first a small piece of land on the other side of the village, and
Yeah.
that also had the possibility for grid connection.
Right.
So, but you wanted to be close to a village because of other people or facilities or?
For facilities is handy as well. And also, I mean, we've got a local post office. There's a few little cafe bars. There is an ATM there. It's pretty... Oh, there's 3 little supermarkets, so 3 little shops.
Mini Macadam.
Yeah, yeah.
4 or 5 bars.
It's quite a big village
9
then.
churches.
Yeah. Just in case you know.
Just in case you drink too much.
Yeah. Have to go and repent your sins and things. But it was just that little, almost like peace of mind, because sometimes if Nick is away, it's just nice to know there's somebody around.
Within reach.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's just one of those little, you know, I'm not paranoid or scared or anything daft like that, but it was just one of those things I thought.
But is he away for longer time also, or it's mostly day things?
I've cut right down now. Just tend to do a day a week for people. I'm quite in demand, so.
I hear your name pop up on many YouTube channels, Uncle Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do get around a bit, but I've tried to keep it down because we've got so much to do ourselves as well. Because if we do ever earn any money, we put it all into the house, so, you know. So
But you do work here for money also, I presume?
No.
It's like exchange generally.
It's generally like when I do work for
Work
Luke.
for work.
Yeah, he'll come do a day for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Luke spent a lot of time in your place also because you helped him with building for the
Yeah.
arches and stuff. And what do you do then at your place? General building stuff also.
Well, we're doing
Well, just doing the refurb.
we've just changed so we had a big pond out the back, which
Which was a natural.
I've seen a
It was
picture of
a
that.
natural pond with a swim zone in the centre.
Yeah.
Just fresh water, which rodents kept eating through the liner, and it got ridiculous. We were repairing it like every day. So I said, sod it. I built the whole lot now out of concrete.
Yeah.
Took it all out,
Yeah.
redug it a bit deeper and a bit different, and built concrete walls, reinforced concrete walls behind that, and a concrete
and then
skirt and
like I say,
everything.
then last year we
It's more like a real swimming pool.
well we've done it because last year we redid it all, took the liner out and redid it, and then it was still a natural swim zone. But keeping it algae free is a nightmare.
Because you get so much sunlight.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of algae.
And we
So what we found, we decided this year we took the
well,
plunge.
we've got a couple of friends who've got
Yeah, we got friends with saltwater pools.
Yeah.
So we come up with the idea, why not? We'll just turn the swim zone, because we can separate it from the pond.
Yeah.
So we turn the swim zone into a saltwater pool. And
that means no more algae?
no more algae because it's saltwater and it's slightly chlorinated, slightly.
Okay.
So it turns, you've got a machine that turns sodium chloride into sodium chlorine in small amounts.
Yes.
So you can't taste it in the water or anything.
it's apparently the saline is or the saltiness is like saline, so like your tears
It's
or
the same salt as a teardrop, so it's
Yeah,
hardly
so it's-
anything.
Ah. Okay.
But and that stays algae free.
well
And
hopefully
that's sat, that's sat inside, and we got a natural pool all the way around it.
so we got
We're fishing.
fish and reeds
Frogs
and
and
frogs
stuff.
and
So it's
And
great.
Luke helped you build the concrete
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah,
mixing a lot of cement.
I got
probably.
Yes.
build arches for him, and he comes and
and mixes some
does
sand and
fine
cement.
mixes of concrete for me.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool if you can exchange like.
I think
work
you
for
know
work,
because
right?
that sort of, and also stuff as well. Like you've done some stuff with Karen and Stefan, and you got all the
Yeah, you know, you do
their
like
building materials that they've
got stuff left over, yarn of it.
Yeah.
We can always find a use
Always
for bits
kind
of
of, yes.
wood and tiles and stuff like that. So.
That's typical Portuguese. They
Yeah.
also like, hoard everything.
it's
They have
like,
a lot of
oh
land.
look,
so
look,
it's-
there's a bin. Let's have a look in there. Yeah.
But like, you guys have, you need income like to live here, right?
Yes.
Do you have like a savings thing then, or?
Well, we used to have savings.
What's
I
that?
used,
That's
I
a
used to
weird-
have that too.
What a strange word. Not heard that
Because you
for
need to make
long,
money
long-
Yeah,
somehow
exactly.
for
Well,
like
We
groceries.
have property in
and
the
stuff.
UK,
Yeah, we rent out.
so we rent it. That gives us our income.
Yeah, and the pittance that YouTube.
Yeah.
That's basically our beer money.
YouTube's a bit of beer money, and that's
Yeah.
about it. You know, we don't try awfully hard with YouTube. We could do better, but again, if you want to get better at something, you have to put the time in.
Yes.
And if you haven't got the time, then something's got to suffer somewhere.
Yes.
So I'm not saying our YouTube channel's suffering, but we've got it to a point that
It's
it's
insufferable.
not
No.
difficult to do. It doesn't take an awful lot of time.
No.
Because we do it in the sort of thing, we just film everything we do, which is an easy thing to do. We don't have to plan it. We don't have to do a storyline or...
But you also have interesting things to do.
Yes, because
Like
we're always
building
building
stuff.
stuff, new
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
This is also my advantage because I do a lot
Yeah,
of renovation.
exactly.
This draws people in, right?
Yeah, because I mean the great thing is about YouTube is it doesn't matter what you do. There's always a different way of doing it, whether it works best for you or not. But you quite often will get, oh, if you had done this, this could have, and you sometimes go, oh, that's a good idea, and sometimes you just go, no. So and the good thing is like with the pond pump, we had one of our subscribers sent us some information because we'd gone through 3 or 4 cheapy.
Stupidly buying cheap Chinese 24-volt pond pumps.
Uh-huh.
We went through 4 of them before I actually just sort of pleaded on
They
on
burn
the channel
out
saying,
or what?
all burnt out. What can we do? You know, somebody said, get this type of pump. It's a bit more money, but he's had one for 7 or 8 years, and it's on all the time, and it's no problem at all. Completely silenced. So
And it's
we
brilliant.
bought one.
It's
It's
so
fantastic.
quiet.
It's really good.
Yeah.
But I think it's really different. We talked about this before. I think about tools. Like I don't remember where this was, but it's so hard to find the things that, because all the big companies now make stuff in China.
Yeah.
And even some companies that had reputable products
Now
push it to
yeah.
India
Yeah.
or China, and the
Yeah.
products are not the same anymore.
Yeah.
You
No,
know, and
exact.
it's so hard to find
decent
products.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes,
But
like,
China generally are upping their game now on a lot
Yes.
of things.
I think they have to
the
because
cars now they're producing
Yeah.
are really good.
Okay.
They're getting better and better.
Yeah.
And they're designing them in such a way that they're beating most of the competition. I think it's a deliberate. They're making their cars better than anyone else's because they're bad reputation. Yeah, and now their cars are better than most other people's, and everyone's going, oh, do you know what? I'll buy this Chinese one and not the twice price,
Yes.
Range Rover or whatever.
yeah.
So yeah, it seems to be their quality of everything now is getting
It's
much better.
going up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like you said, it has to because otherwise people would just really stop buying anything, wouldn't they?
In
you
the
know?
old days, it was easy. If something was expensive, it had a reason that it was
Exactly,
expensive,
yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's completely gone nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, like they ask ridiculous prices for
For
like barefoot shoes. I bought these shoes like
yeah.
60 euros online. If you look at Amazon, 11 euros.
Oh, you're joking.
They get them from China. They put their like label thingy on
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
right? 60 euro.
Yeah.
Wow.
How do you find barefoot shoes? I've always thought about them, and
I don't know. I'm feeling more and more because because I live now in Portugal.
Yeah.
I walk a lot more on like slippers, like
Yeah.
flip flops that are flat.
yeah,
And if I then need to squeeze when wintertime, I need to squeeze my foot,
and
it
the feet.
it just starts hurting
Yeah.
like in the middle of my feet.
Right.
And I noticed that even like I have this Mirel walking shoes.
Oh yes, yeah,
And they have the extra wide version,
Yeah.
but still I have there also the same, you know, if my feet
Yeah.
are not in shoes for a couple of weeks and I need to put them in shoes, they hurt like
Yeah.
for a couple of
Yeah.
days.
Yeah,
And I'm
'cause
like,
you're squeezing in.
this
Yeah.
can't be good, you know, for my feet.
no,
And I see with other people also that, and the toes that are constantly
Yeah.
standing like this, you know, and
yeah,
Yeah.
feet are very abused, I think, and again, this time of year is great because you can, let's say, I mean, I wear I got what they call gumbies, which are I never used to like flip-flops, but these ones have a nice material between the toe and they don't hurt. But they, again, you can have your feet spread out. They've got a bit of shape in the sole as well. And they are, I absolutely love those. But again, I've got some Merrill or something, isn't it?
Morale.
Like my
Trainers.
boots, little boot thing. God,
You can't wear them though.
no. So I'm going to have to. And I was thinking, they're a bit old. They're nearly as old as me. So I need to buy some new ones. But I might have to go up half a size just to get that bit of extra space. So
I have it also with like working shoes. Like I have now the like these boots, like working boots, and they have quite a big surface where my foot sits in, so it's kind of doable for me.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
you want to get them off.
with this, I don't feel my feet at the end of the day, even if I walk a lot.
Yeah, that's good.
And even if I stand all day with these boots, I feel at the end of the day my feet are like really suffering.
Yeah.
You know. So these things, they work perfect.
Yeah.
Until today, that I'm cutting like on an incline, because they're so flexible. My foot slides off the sole, so
Right.
it like sort of hangs in the shoe, and when I stand like this, it goes like over the sole.
Okay.
You know?
They're not very supportive type of thing.
No, not at
Yeah.
all. And of course, like with cutting grass, it's like very thin stuff. You know, like the other day, I hit with a very small wire. I hit my other shoe. And I already felt it. And I said, if I'm going to do this with the barefoot shoes, I'm out of the running for 2 days.
No, I was just wondering about, because they always look really thin, because obviously, what they called silver brambles here.
Yeah.
Do you?
That's no problem. But if I walk my round and I have like little stones and stuff that normally wouldn't bother because my sole stays straight, now I feel directly as if I'm sort of barefoot.
Yeah.
You know, like it sort of hurts.
Yeah.
So I need to watch where I walk also, you know, like if I have like these trails where it's like really rocky, you know.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, because I know Louise wears them a lot as well, doesn't she? So.
Oh, she has the fingered ones.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
She was here one time. She has the 5-finger shoes.
Yeah.
I've been looking for them also. Maybe that's also a good idea.
So, yeah. I've always just wondered about actually, because there's lots of sharp things here to stand on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have any problems with it yet, like walking around and stuff. But I think with the building, it's going to give me issues, you know.
Yeah, because you need a bit of protection, really. Especially if you're strimming. That's very naughty, Jasper.
Yeah, I'm not like
Health
a really
and
PPE guy. It's difficult for me.
Oh.
And I'm quite new to building, you know, so like I did some internal renovation like in Holland, like a bathroom, like renovating, like modernizing or like a kitchen, but never a roof or taking down walls or stuff like this, you know. So
Are you enjoying it though?
Yeah.
Good, that's the main thing. That is the main thing.
I enjoy also, like I was in last podcast, I enjoy learning like new stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes I jump from one thing to the other, but it's what keeps me sort of motivated, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at you jumping from one thing
Sore
to...
point there.
And the insights that you get, you know, like you did one roof and then you think, for the next one I'm going to try this, you know, because this wasn't maybe the best idea or something like this.
Yeah.
It's a challenge, you know.
And you've got lots of roofs to practice on.
Yes, I still have some to do. This building I don't even own like full.
No?
No, in Portugal you can own like half or 1/3 of the ownership of a building. It's very strange. So I own half of this. I bought it on an auction. And the other half is owned by Eugenio. And we're already for 2 years, we're trying to talk in... Either is he going to buy it and sell it back to me, or am I going to buy it directly from him?
Madness, isn't it?
And it was so crazy that there's a shed here 2 doors down. They posted a picture of that on the auction website.
Yeah.
But the papers were from this.
Oh, right.
So for the first 2 years, I thought I bought that. Then I went to the camera.
Oh, no.
And they said, no, it's actually this part.
That is brilliant.
And it was strange already when I was negotiating with him. Like a friend of mine who speaks Portuguese was negotiating with him. And he said, I don't know what you want with a building with no roof and no windows. And And I was thinking about the shed. The shed
Yeah.
has a nice roof and stuff, and the windows are still in there, you know.
Oh my god.
What is this guy talking about? And then after a little while, it eventually
it's this one.
it was
Oh
this
my
one.
gosh. That is so funny. I'm not surprised, but
No, it's crazy in
Yeah.
Portugal how some stuff
well, we
I don't-
know.
with-
I don't know whether it's they don't care or they just know where like the border of your property is. I don't know how it works because coming from the UK,
Uh-huh.
there is a definite border. It's either fenced or a wall or
Yeah.
a hedge. There's something
Pretty
there that
much,
says
yeah.
where the border is. Here, our property, it's just over 3.5 hectares.
And it's
start with.
from that fig tree to that.
Yeah.
No,
And that
no
stone
marker posts, no
there,
stones,
yeah.
nothing.
No.
Just, I spoke to the neighbour, our nearest neighbour, when he's there. He comes up from Lisbon now and again. And I said, where's the border? Is this my border here? No. He says, it's over here. Oh, okay. So I've got more than what I thought there,
He
And what
still
about here?
remembers.
Oh, no, that's my bit. And then it goes around that tree, and that's your bit.
Yeah.
Oh. So that olive tree there is mine. That olive tree there is yours.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you didn't with your house. You didn't have any issues. It was all.
Only because the person prior,
Yeah.
it originally had, was it 7?
7 different owners, all in the same
Oops.
family.
Yeah.
The guy that bought it, South African guy, basically tracked them all down and bought them all out individually. Took him
Yes.
6 or 7 years to do that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then got it sorted out as one urban property and one rustic area.
Uh-huh.
So 2 parts on the deed. That was it, as opposed to 7 different people owning
Yeah.
it.
Oh, but they sort of reunited the lands before you bought it.
Yes.
So we bought it all as one piece
Yes.
instead of. And to be honest, we didn't want to go through the hassle of managing all that.
No.
Yeah, because we could have got cheaper properties because there is that process, there's lots of.
He did the work for you.
Exactly,
basically,
yeah.
Right? Yes.
Yeah. So we're, again, that was something that was quite important because we had heard about your great uncle's sister's cousin's cat owns this little bit here and the cat loves it. He's never going to sell, sort of thing, So you just don't
It was
want.
a security what you wanted to pay for, right? Like
Yeah,
you paid a little
and
bit
we
more.
had a little bit of access issues back in the UK because our property that we sold had pedestrian access through a gate that sort of went around, and there was just one set of neighbours were always taking the proverbial, so it just got
It
to.
was like a rite of passage or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, they had a footpath right of access over our property,
Aha, yes.
and they
Yeah, they were just always
just sometimes just deliberately awkward, like you're trying to get your car out and they're stood on the footpath, and like just
It's just lots of just
it
stupid
does-
little things. So we were like, because we saw a few places that had
access over someone else's property.
Yes.
We were like, nope,
yeah,
no way.
or there was that one with quite nice, and then there was a little shed
Yes.
that
Didn't belong to the
that
property.
didn't belong to the property. Was
Yeah, it was half the shed.
oh yes,
yeah.
half the shed didn't
So
belong.
it's quite a nice sized shed, yeah. But half of it, it's still all just one open space, but half of it was owned by someone
Yeah.
else. Not even the same family, just someone else. It's like really strange.
Yeah,
And then, like, sometimes it's not even like on the papers,
Yeah.
So they're selling like a piece of land back there, and it is like a strip of rural with like a small urban plot in the middle with a ruin in it.
okay.
And they're selling everything except half of the ruin.
Oh,
But on the papers, there's no
Yeah, it doesn't say
no
that.
distinction,
Really?
So it's sort of a verbal.
Oh my god.
And I have now all this trouble with this small house on my land that is also verbally told that it wasn't from me, but in my papers it's mine.
Yeah,
So it's like,
and that's the thing. If you've got that on paper, then just because a verbal something was said 50, 60 years ago that this
no,
bit
but
will always
I'm
be.
like very trusting,
Yeah.
Like if this was in their family for like 60 years,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call the GNR and say like you don't.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to give them some money for it or something
Yeah.
within reason,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
we have friends who where I bought property with lots of lemon trees beside the road,
Oh yeah.
and people every Sunday people would come and pick the lemons. His lemon trees on his property. They come in through the gate with a big basket,
Really?
pick all these lemons, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And like, "Oh, my father planted these trees, so they're my lemons."
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's like, would we have that in the old days also, like in Northern Europe, like 100 years ago? It was maybe
Maybe a
like a
bit.
little bit
Yeah.
the same, right?
Yeah, probably because they said that, like I said, the lack of boundaries and lack of fencing, actual defining areas here, because, like sheep, people would just bring sheep through.
Yes.
It doesn't matter where they go.
Yeah, our neighbours were a bit upset that we bought the property because you could
This
see
is where
all the
there's
trees.
sheep.
All the trees were all at the same height.
All nibbled
from
up.
underneath.
Yeah.
All the olive trees, all the orange trees, everything, all the same height. And we're like, this is really odd, like someone's been here and cut them. And when I saw him, I was visiting the property, and I went and saw him with Google Translate, because obviously no Portuguese
time,
whatsoever. And he said, "Oh, don't buy this property. There's not much water there. Nothing grows very well, etc., etc." And then, like 10 minutes later, this whole herd of sheep come up. So he was the sheep farmer. He'd been grazing the property while no one was living there, And he could see that if we bought it, then that's his grazing all stopped.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Hey, when you left the UK, right? Did you guys did people question like your decision and like
Yeah.
didn't want you to go, or like
I don't,
you shouldn't do that,
I
or
don't think we sort of had that, did we?
No.
A lot of people thought that
We were mad.
we were mad. But we're quite determined and resourceful. So it's once we decided to do it, we did it. Yeah, because previously we'd looked everywhere. Like online. I'm saying
yeah.
Bulgaria, France, Spain. Parts of Germany. Yeah.
So what was the actual, like, what made Portugal so much more attractive?
I think initially it was bang for your buck.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
you get a lot more for
But
your
in
money.
Bulgaria, you also get
You do.
Quite a bang for your
It was
buck.
proximity as well to the UK.
Uh-huh.
For people visiting, etc. It's not.
It's
You
quite
know.
nice. It's on the same time zone as well for the UK.
Yes.
That's really
Yes.
handy. We both have our fathers left back in the UK, working on mine coming over. But
Yeah.
Do they visit? Do they?
my dad's been over quite a bit actually. He loves it here. So
Yeah,
yeah. So that we're like, oh look, Dad, you can live
My
here.
dad's too stuck in his ways to come over now.
Yeah, he's 90. Your dad is.
He's just gone 90, so he's like,
Yeah.
I'm not coming over there. Too hot. All that stuff.
It tends to be quite hot for people from the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
And-
some volunteers that went home screaming.
Yeah,
Oh really?
See, well,
A bit.
I never really liked the sun.
No.
No, and I thought, what am I doing moving to Portugal, But
Especially
I
central
thought, I'll get
Portugal.
used to it. Literally after the first summer, and that now, the hotter the better for me.
Yeah.
I love it, absolutely love it.
I like it so much better than the cold, in
Yes.
Holland. Like, for me, it's like, it is sometimes too hot, but
Yeah.
I rather have it than
Yeah.
the very big cold periods in Holland,
Yeah.
Like,
And again, that's the same thing. We always like in the UK where because we were from the southwest, so Devon and Cornwall, which is, if you look at the UK, it's a very bottom end, and it's either warm and wet or cold and wet.
Yeah.
It's just it rains so much.
Yeah.
The sky is generally grey.
Yeah,
We just
that's what's lovely about here.
Yeah.
Blue skies are just
yes.
fantastic, and most of the time, you know what I
Yes.
mean. Not
yes,
very often.
we've had rain, but you
Here I appreciate rain.
Yes.
And in
exactly.
Holland,
don't you like.
I appreciated the sun because that
Yeah,
was like
exactly
very
the
little.
same.
Right?
It's really strange that people here enjoy it when it's raining, and it's the complete opposite to the UK and
Yes.
Holland. You know,
Yes.
It's like, oh, it's raining again.
Yes.
Whereas here it's like, oh, it's raining.
Yay.
I don't have to water anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
And again, it's like with building back in the UK, you'd go like you want nice big south-facing windows to let in all the light and stuff like that. Here, little windows, shutters, close everything.
Everything in the summer, everything closed
Yes,
up.
yes, yes.
Shut all your doors. Stop the hot air going through. It's really strange. It's
Yeah.
like a complete opposite.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you get used to it like pretty fast, right?
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
quickly.
It is pretty good.
For
I mean,
me
yeah,
also.
you get. But the thing is, as well, now we've done the pond area, and because Nick has taken advantage of that last couple of days.
Yeah. So I'm swimming 2 or 3 times a day now.
Oh, nice.
So just you do a bit of work. You go, I'm a bit hot. You can jump in,
Yes.
and then you cool down because it's.
And then you can get on with some work again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's quite nice. You know?
I have it with my pool. I set up like a
Yeah.
pool like every year, and then
Yeah.
halfway during the day, just before lunch, I jump in,
Exactly,
have some
then-
lunch.
Cool
Yeah.
down and then chill out, and
Yeah.
then you can go and work again. Yeah.
And we don't have to drive because there's Alpedrina hasn't got a river beach. There's a swimming pool, a pay swimming pool, so it's not like it is a public one, but it's not. I
I
think
don't know. It's changed now.
yeah,
but
it does change hands, but the nearest river beach to us is Castelnuovo. But for us, you have to get into your car
Yeah.
and drive, and then there's lots of people there because everybody's gone, it's really hot, let's go to the river beach. So having this is just, it saves time, and
Yes.
and you can just carry on then, like Nick said.
So I can, crack on with the next new project I'm doing,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
So
Without
what is it?
finishing
What
with-
is it?
Well,
You're
So the
not
next
allowed
thing-
to
the
say
ne-
yet.
Well, yeah, I sort of can. The next big thing we're thinking of is I've got to build something. What would you call it? Something to hold the solar panels. So we're going from on grid to off grid.
Yes.
So we're going to put in 10 solar panels, battery system, and all that stuff.
But it's not going to be on your house. It's going to
No,
be
we're going to build it so it's
self-supporting.
a shade area beside the pond.
So it'd
Ah.
be like a,
Yeah, and then
Pavilion.
like a pavilion
Yes,
on the end
yes.
on the end of it as well. So
yeah.
bit like a bandstand, but we're going to use the main part of it. We're going to use the solar panels as sunshade.
Yes.
And it'd just be a different seated area next to the pond then.
Mhm.
So just
How much kilowatts is going to come out of there?
So we're looking at 10 panels, about 6 kilowatts. Yeah, we got a 16 kilowatt battery coming, sponsored deal thing,
Oh.
which is handy.
Can you share the sponsor?
Yes, I will do. So,
I also got an offer last week from a battery producer that I don't know. Like it wasn't on my
list of
all right.
no.
known. Yeah.
But they all come from China now, all of them.
Yes, but some are really bad.
Yeah.
I sent a couple of messages to All Powers because they want
All powers aren't
They
known
will-
to be terribly well. I know you threw one in the bin.
Yeah, and now they're sending me messages again. Do you want to do a promotion?
I know.
I just send back, no, your product support is shit. I don't do anything for you. Oh, thank you for your message. They
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
don't do anything with it, you know.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
it's like some internet providers also. They have the philosophy that customer support will cost them more than acquiring some new customers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Mm.
They just let you go somewhere else and will invest the money in finding
Yeah.
new customers.
Yeah. They don't actually. There's no customer support really.
I suppose then, because all this Chinese stuff, it's like the robotic lawnmowers and things like that. You know? They must be so cheap to produce in China. You know
Yes.
that they don't care.
No.
So what? You know, if you get a bad review, so what? Don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like the whole. For them, it's not a problem, but for the global economy and like the people who trust buying products and stuff.
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
all
that's the
going down
worst
the
thing.
drain.
You know,
Yeah.
we had that with that one of the pool robots, wasn't it?
Yeah, we have an issue with the pool robot.
And trying to,
So it cleans the pool for you.
and it doesn't. It
Quite handy.
sits in the bottom of the pool and it has an episode. It just
Yeah. Just goes around in circles now all the time.
And you
And
need
you
to
know-
dive in to get it out, rescue
you
the
have to
robot.
rescue it. I do, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, oh god.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, some companies obviously their customer service is better than others. So
Yes.
but it's finding them, and you know, unless someone tells you about it, you don't know until you've bought the product, and then.
But
something
this is
does go
also
wrong.
one thing I find very difficult with promoting certain products.
It's
Because they
difficult.
expect you to make sales in the first video, but
Yeah.
I don't even know
What it's.
what if
Yeah.
it's good or not, you know.
It
so-
is difficult because we had someone approach us. You know the smart watches you get that tells you know the Hume bands and all whatever. we had a ring company who approached us and said,
Yeah.
could you... I had mine on for 4 days and it went wrong. And then they tried to update it over online and stuff like that, and it got worse and worse, and it just didn't work.
Yeah.
It was,
How am I supposed to?
Yeah,
how
so
can I
we were
promote
saying we
something
can't
that's a load
promote
of
this.
crap, you know?
Yeah.
So we said, no, we're not doing it.
No.
You know, you can have it back. We don't care. And they said, basically, keep it. But,
Yeah,
you know.
because that costs next to nothing for
Yeah.
them. You know,
Yeah.
it's like. Yeah, I find it very difficult, and that's why I do so little product
Yeah.
reviews. Now with this new battery company, they want like a couple of videos, so I'm gonna spread them out, and I'm really gonna like test the product.
Yeah.
But then they say like, yeah, if you keep making sales, we can keep working with you. But I said you need to expect that in the first videos, I'm not gonna make any sales for
No.
you, because I don't want to promote a product where I don't know if you have,
Yeah.
if it's any good or if your support is any good.
Yeah.
I understand when products are new, right, and you need to update them or things can go wrong.
Yeah.
But then you need to have a
That good
solid
customer
support
yeah.
Yes.
that at least helps you like to find the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
And for instance, I don't want to do name shaming, but Blue Eddy has a different support for their creators than for their regular customers.
All right.
Oh.
And they treat them better because they're selling the stuff.
Yeah.
They have a sort of separate support crew for
Oh, I
creators.
see. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a little bit like, for me, it's a little bit like not fair, you know?
No,
yeah.
no, because if
No, it
you,
should be the same
you know, if you
for
buy
everyone.
something
Yeah.
because it's been recommended and then it does go wrong, and then you can't actually get anything support,
Exactly.
yeah, then people go, oh, bloody Jasper said it was great.
It's very difficult. It's also with recommending like people in Portugal to do stuff for you, you know?
Yeah.
Because I heard very, like Ewan had a guy for the air conditioning, very great guy, and he recommends him to me and he doesn't show up, you know? It's
Oh, right.
like
Yeah.
2 days
Yeah.
later you get my phone fell in the toilet. And
Yeah.
and you couldn't be here because of that, you know?
Yeah.
Like what
Yeah.
kind of business are we doing
yes,
here, you know?
It's an odd one. I get...
It's so difficult. And then they ask me, tell me a good lawyer.
Yeah.
And then I had like a former lawyer where I worked with, and she completely like ignores me now. You know, it's like, so I recommended her.
Yeah.
Now I'm recommending my new guy, but I'm like, is he gonna keep doing a good job?
Yeah,
you know?
and I mean, we try not to recommend people too much, realistically, because, again, it gets to a stage then if you go, oh, yeah, so-and-so's really good, and then we want to use them for something, it's like, oh, they're too busy.
That's also true. Yes, yes.
You know, it's,
Yeah.
But nowadays in Portugal, everybody is too busy.
Yeah.
It seems, because they ask like crazy amount of prices, like
Yeah.
even for making quotes, you know, and.
yeah. Yes, and it's all our fault for promoting Portugal on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
the,
we've
the
had-
Portuguese
we've had
say that, right?
We've had
Yeah.
messages like that. Well,
Yeah.
it's your fault. You're bringing all the people in.
Yeah,
here,
you're pricing the...
and you're pricing all the locals out.
I get the same messages, but it's not.
So
The Portuguese don't want to live here,
No.
no, because
not
there's
for
no,
any price.
No, not in
Otherwise,
this area.
they would have been here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They
'Cause
want to
there's no
go
money
to
here.
Lisbon. They want to go to Amsterdam, to Zurich, or whatever,
Yeah.
wherever.
Yeah.
They don't want to be here.
No.
I think we're doing them a favor, but they don't see it like that, you know.
Some do.
Yeah, I
Some
mean,
do.
our
a lot.
local-
Our neighbours really appreciate that we've taken on the farm and we're still farming it
Yes.
and doing up the property and maintaining the hedgerows. You know, just looking after the place.
Yes.
They really appreciate that.
And our local building merchant, he appreciates us.
Yeah, and well, the local builders merchant actually said to me, if it wasn't for Estrangeros coming here, he'd have gone out of business a
Yes.
long time ago.
Yeah.
He said most of his work now is for foreigners,
Yeah.
you know, Estrangeros like us, Dutch people, Irish, you know, German people, all over the place.
Yes. I think, like, if you, as a Portuguese, you should be happy that it's now, like, kind of growing, like, the
Yeah.
economy is growing here also now in the center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it creates, especially in the next 20 years, a lot of opportunities for businesses, for
Well,
tourism, for...
yeah. I mean, Fundal has had. We were saying this the other day. There's a new industrial like shopping outlet going up. So it's
Well, since we've been here, they've had a new Intermarché.
yeah. They've
They've had
Aldi's been built.
an Aldi, new Aldi,
Bric-a-Marché.
Brico-Marché, Burger King, and now a Yisk and a Action, is it?
Action and another. Yeah.
Same
another
for
one.
Costello also.
Yeah.
Yes,
So it's had, 8 big developments. There's big housing developments going on in the centre of town as well.
And there's the theatre art workshop thing.
Yeah,
that
so it's
big
growing
one.
and growing and growing. The population.
I think soon we can welcome IKEA in there.
Yeah, that would.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Yeah.
IKEA in Fundao or Castello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think in Castello there is a pickup in Castello.
Yes, there is
isn't
a pickup.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but it's still not the same as going
No.
there and having your meatballs.
No, it's not.
They do very good meatballs.
Yes, I know.
What did I like there? The soggy hot dogs. I always like there. Most people find them horrible. Let's see, where are we in the podcast? Because we're having a nice conversation, but I have no idea where we are. How's your Portuguese language learning? You didn't learn anything before you came here, I think, because
No,
it
we
was
didn't
like
have time. It
like
didn't
a
have
very
time.
fast.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a very
Decision.
quick.
But
How's it going now?
first, despite the fact that we had loads of work to do on the house to make it livable, because it wasn't actually livable at all when we bought it. It rained in every room,
Oh, really?
so
Yeah.
we had a load of work to do. But after 5 weeks, because we were living in a caravan when we came here,
The 2 dogs and a cat.
but after 5 weeks, I got the bathroom working with a hot shower and bedroom and a living room, all
Sort of living
because
room.
it was 2 bedrooms on the end
Uh-huh.
that were finished completely, nearly completely, and tiled the floor, new ceilings, plastered all the ceilings, plastered all the walls, painted everything. So there were new rooms,
Yes.
so we could put our furniture that we brought over into one and a bed in the other. So we had somewhere to live and somewhere to wash, and then we cooked on a gas barbecue for the first 6-8 months.
It might have been longer than
While we were working on the house. But during that time as well, I was working for a near neighbour 2 days a week because he was desperate to get someone that could render, basically.
Okay.
So I was rendering and building, I'm driving a digger as well for him. Lots of stuff that he couldn't find anyone with the skills to do around. So I was working for him for the first 6 months we were here. And I was working with all Portuguese guys. So my language, and they refused, and this was like a site rule, no one speaks English. So I had
Yes.
to speak Portuguese.
That's very good for your language
And
learning.
my learning curve went, and it's actually I speak less Portuguese now than what I did when that job finished, because you need contact with the language too.
Yes.
And the thing is with us on the farm, we're so busy on the farm, we don't see many people. We see our
I
neighbour,
have the same here.
but it's just sort of hola and
And also, we did struggle because we had a couple of neighbours who, sadly, they've passed now. But their Portuguese was so local to that area.
Yeah,
We'd
we
look
have
at
a Portuguese friend from Aveiro, and he came around one day, and our old neighbours kept asking us, "Come here," and kept asking, and we didn't understand, couldn't get it on Google Translate, just couldn't work it out. So we said, Miguel came with us.
And Miguel also didn't understand them.
No.
I have the same here with
yeah.
Maria.
He looked at them.
He was looking at them, and they were speaking to him, and he said, "What do you want? What do you want these guys to do?" And they went blah 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 blah, blah. And he turned and looked at us and said, "I have no idea what they're saying. I had no idea whatsoever what they're saying." So we did eventually work out what it was. They had to make room in their freezer, and they literally gave us like a full bin liner full of frozen onions, all chopped up, like a massive amount of onions. And,
and figs.
And figs and all sorts of stuff. Obviously, they were harvesting something and had no room in their freezer. So they're like, here.
And we
have
didn't
this.
even have a freezer, I don't think, set up, or not a big freezer or anything at the time.
So we're like trying to ram it in everywhere. all we could.
You're eating
Yeah,
onions.
bless
Yeah.
them, because they're so generous.
Yes.
I mean, that's the thing. We'd go over because they were like, "Oi!" So go over, and I'd come back and I don't know what happened, but I've got a ton of cabbages.
Yeah.
They're very like Maria, like our elderly woman here. She's 80, And although there's nobody in the village, she makes vegetables for everybody still in the village, you know.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
she makes like every day I get like 3 of these things of salad, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also not knowing what to do with it.
Yeah.
But it's like how it was like before, right?
Exactly.
Like they
Yeah.
all
The
shared
shared
this
stuff
stuff.
is really, really
No,
nice.
it's that is lovely, and it is nice that is still practiced. You know, the fact
Yeah.
that they still do it, and I really love, you know, from our point of view as well. We've got, you know, you think about it sometimes. It's like we've got stuff outside. It's like you here, you know, you've got stuff that's outside.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the UK, you couldn't leave anything,
No.
We have
and we left.
lawnmowers, trimmers, stuff. Just outside. You could just walk, open our gate, or the gate's open a lot of the time anyway. You could just walk on the farm. Oh, pick up a new strimmer and walk out with it. Yeah.
Well, not the strimmer so much, darling, but the tractor or something.
The
You know, it's
tractor.
just in a shed.
Yeah. Or the mini digger.
Yes.
The most stolen piece of plant in the UK, mini diggers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always, it's just there. The keys in it. Everything is so safe,
Yes.
and we love that. It's really nice. It does help though. There's no one past us, or there's one property past us.
You have the gypsies that like scout the villages, right?
Yeah.
Like they come in like a white van and they drive around and I don't. In the beginning I saw them, but then I think they saw my cameras and
Yeah.
they're now Garidas is like
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had a similar thing. They came to our gate, just parked at the gate and beat their horn because they wouldn't come. The gate was open, but they wouldn't come onto the property because we have Max, our guard dog,
yeah.
and he's savage, and they just wouldn't come past the
Yeah, because
threshold.
he
if
was
you like,
he
you
was
know?
on in the other paddock at the
So
time.
he was like, all looking around. I said, "What do you want?" And he went, "Have you got any scrap metal?"
Yeah.
No. No. And then I'm like, "Oh, careful! What's the dog?" And he's like, "Well," drives away.
Yeah, you do need to be, but there's like a big advantage here also. If like shit would hit the van, nobody's gonna walk over here to this village.
No.
You know, everybody lives in Castello or even in Lisbon.
Yeah.
I think you're pretty safe here. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you won't have any supplies, but they also won't come to rob you or
No.
anything. You know, because they'll die halfway walking
Yeah.
here. You know?
I must admit, I mean, obviously, this first time I've been here, and it's just like, yeah, this is pretty remote. You know,
Yes.
it's
Yeah, you
I
can
love it. Our parish had when I came here 5 years ago, it had 400 people in the whole parish left.
yeah,
Santo Andrés de Geres was only 400 people on 72 square kilometers.
wow.
Now it's gone over the 500 again because of all the foreign people.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
It was amazing to me how low density. you
Yeah.
know?
And that's the other thing. Driving here, you can drive, and it's just like, have we seen a car?
Yeah.
You know, there's
I mean, we've been from our place on the main N18 into Fundal and not seen a car.
No.
That's a 15-minute drive. Not
I have
seen
it
a car.
sometimes here when I go to Castello. That
Yeah.
There's maybe one car
Yeah.
coming towards me.
it's
And the highway is like amazing to me every time. That I don't know this from Holland, you know. Like if you see a highway, there's like it's loaded with cars.
Yeah.
Every highway.
yeah.
And
Here,
here
it's not.
like
Yeah,
one truck.
it's
It's crazy.
so different. Really is.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I do as well. This is definitely, well, the whole thing about it is it's just like there's no work pressure. Although we have been told, oh, I thought you retired, you're doing more work than sort of thing. Yeah, but it's what we choose to do.
Yes.
We haven't got somebody saying you've got to do this by then, or, you know, we can get up in the morning and go. I mean, the thing I have to do is feed the animals because we've got the pigs and the chickens and stuff like that. But
Ducks and turkeys.
one turkey.
What's wrong with the ducks and the turkeys?
You won't be
We're
saying that
getting
when
I
you're...
too
love
many.
ducks. Are they walking
you-
on their
you-
back foot like
No,
this?
no.
You've
they're
heard
the-
of the chicken math, haven't you? You've
Chicken
heard
math?
that phrase, yeah.
No, it's...
It's so if you've got 6 chickens, then why not have 6 more, or even 12 more, or 18 more? Yeah. So we're getting to the stage now we have far too many ducks and chickens, darling.
Yes, but
Because they breed, or
Yeah.
they're going to be...
Yes.
You won't be complaining when you're eating them.
No, very true. Very true.
It's horrible, like these ducks without the head. Like you see only the body with the long neck, like like cleaned and stuff. They do it a lot here. Rabbits, ducks,
Yeah.
chickens.
Yes. If it moves, it gets eaten. I think, doesn't it?
But you generally find the produce, even in like the supermarkets, it's all local stuff.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
a lot. Yeah,
Pretty good.
yeah, it's a very good thing.
Yeah.
Did you guys like expect that? Did you? Because I was like very surprised, like the supermarket prices, like in Portugal, they're like almost at the same level as in Holland.
Very similar,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
yeah.
then the Portuguese only the minimum wage is like half
I know.
Yeah.
of what it is in Holland. And I was very surprised in how can they sustain themselves.
Well, because most people grow their own
Yeah. A lot of
fruit and veg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, growing fruit and veg here is easy because we got the weather. Stuff grows.
Yes.
You know, everything grows here really well.
But
so
like rice and pasta and meat, you still
I mean, I
Like,
do
would have to
see
buy,
some of the
right?
guys that in the supermarkets. They'll buy like a huge amount of meat. And that's not cheap. So
No.
So obviously they must be growing every vegetable. So all the potatoes, all the cabbage, carrots, onions, and stuff like that. They generally, I think, eat quite simple, whereas we'd perhaps go, oh yeah, we could have some pasta and stuff like that.
Yes.
So mind you, if they get flour, they can make pasta, can't they?
Yeah, but like to get flour from grain, like to do it yourself.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's like olive pressing. It's very hard.
Yeah, I
to,
wouldn't
what I've found, what really surprised me about Portugal, the national dish is bacalhau,
Yes.
and it's mostly from Norway or up in the North
coldest,
Sea,
yeah.
Iceland, Norway. But it's crazy.
But
You've
it's
got
now
fr-
maybe in,
You've got cod just off the coast
yeah.
in the Atlantic.
Is that like? But maybe they
It's
fished
the
it
same
all
cod.
out.
They
no?
they go up
Yeah.
there and all the way back down to Antarctic. It's cod. It's the same fish. But why do we have the Icelandic and Norwegian salt dried cod as the national dish in Portugal? It doesn't make
So
sense.
what could be a reason for that? Are the Portuguese too lazy?
I
to
think
go
so. I
out?
think it was something to do with Salazar, and basically said you will eat this type of thing.
But it's so expensive. I can't
But
believe
it is
how,
really expensive.
Because sometimes there's reasons also, like for instance pine, right? For building.
Mm-hmm.
So you have bugs here, right? So you rather use like
eucalyptus.
northern
Yeah.
European pine
Nordic
here.
pine, yeah.
And somebody told me that the bugs in Northern Europe don't like French and Portuguese pine.
Yeah.
So they sort of exchange
Yeah.
the pine.
'cause they
Here's
don't
my
recogni-
tree and
well,
So
I'll
maybe
shoot-
there's
yeah.
the same thing with the fish,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
don't know.
is there
But
some
we
reason?
find we grew Swedes. You know Swedes? Swedish turnips, the yellow ones with the red top.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. So we grew Swedes one year, and nothing touched them. There were nothing at the leaves. Nothing,
Was
burrowed
new-
into
new
them.
to
No
them.
word. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, I don't know what that is. Don't touch it.
It's not like that.
Really strange.
Yeah, it's not like
Because they'd never, all the insects never come across it.
No.
It's completely different.
But
so
after a couple of years, probably they go on that also. No.
I have no idea because we ran out of seeds.
No, I've got some seeds.
All right.
I heard some stories about pine procession caterpillars.
Yeah.
That if you remove all the pines, they just go to oak.
Oh,
No,
really?
there's a different caterpillar.
Yeah.
Oh, I read stories in the Algarve where they removed like all kind of stuff, and the same
But you can get
kind
oak.
of caterpillars.
Yeah, you can get oak.
Yeah, you can get
processionary.
oak processionary caterpillars and
They have
pine
them in
processionary.
Holland.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a different because the pine ones won't go on oak trees.
Also, not if they're forced eventually. Like if they're trying to survive, right? And if there's no pine tree in the area,
I'm
don't
not
know,
sure.
no.
I'm not.
they make these special nests. What they
Yeah.
can't do with oaks, but then maybe they find another way to.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't know. What we have found is if you trap them or kill them as they come down, you don't get any next year.
So
So they come back to the same tree they were hatched in.
really,
Mm-hmm.
what I found very peculiar is we went 2 years ago. We went out and got a whole lot of nests from all the trees, and we burned them here in the middle of the village. And the next year there was nothing.
Yeah.
for
Because they
2
come
years.
back. They come back to where
Really?
they were hatched. Yeah. Because have you seen them burrow in the ground?
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yes.
They just keep going around in circles and they make a hole and they keep going deeper in the hole until they're covered over.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. And then they hatch out into quite a pretty moth.
Yeah, it's quite a nice looking moth. It's
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
quite a harmless little moth, quite pretty, brown and speckly, you know.
In the beginning, I thought it must be like kind of a, because they're so deadly when they're like caterpillars, that maybe it's like a beautiful butterfly when it's like,
yeah.
you know, like the contrast.
Yeah, just a brown, ordinary moth.
Yeah,
thing.
I seen them.
Yeah.
So any stuff, this is kind of, do you have problems with the dogs also with this kind of procession caterpillars?
No.
or-
We're
That-
very lucky. Our dogs are actually quite good. They
They don't pick things up. They're
No.
not. They're not like. It's like when we feed them, they'll just eat their food. They're not like. You know, they're. I don't know what you call it. But yeah, they don't. If they saw processionary caterpillars, they wouldn't go and pick one up. They just look at them. You know.
and the
Yeah.
thing is, we've also sort of said to them no, and whether they take
Because
it
this is one of the things from Portugal what I don't like. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
There's 2 months that I'm really careful with like walking the dogs and
Yeah,
stuff.
and I was going to say because I know you take them and you've got quite when you go on the walk. There's quite a few pine areas as well, isn't there? So,
My biggest worry is like when like Zoe runs away and she
Yeah.
stays away for a couple of hours.
yeah,
Because if you catch it like right away and you go to the vet, there's not much of a problem.
no,
But if you don't catch it and they're like that for like 8 hours, you have
Yeah.
a problem, you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's I think because again, even with the pigs, because they could be affected by if they snuffled up a
Ah,
caterpillar, because it's
Because they've got a soft palate, same as we have, same as the dog has.
yeah, so it could still affect them. So we're going to do another. We took down some pine and we destroyed a lot of nests, so we didn't have many this year.
No, because
But-
we caught a lot. So.
Yeah, so but we still need a few more pines we want to remove. We didn't take everything down all in one go because it's a lot to process. Then
Yes.
you know, for us, you know, you can just go. It's like after all these trees that have come down in the storm. You know, there's a lot of trees still lying because it's still a
hell
lot
of
of
a
work
lot.
to do.
It's a lot of work, yeah. So we
Yeah.
can take more pines down this year. But we found, you know, if you can actually catch them when they come down,
Uh-huh.
and we either burn them on the ground, as literally as they're in a line, just with a blowtorch. And if you kill them all that come out of the nest, you don't get them back in that same tree.
Huh.
And we found that
Yeah,
we've actually watched them come down out of the tree, wait until they're all down and going across the ground, and then just burn them all
Yeah.
with the blowtorch. Gone. And they don't come back next year. So.
No. That's good to know.
yeah. It's a horrible. You know, it sounds horrible, but you know, you've got to weigh up. You know, they are
Of course.
a danger. You know, it's never something that you go, oh yes, great, I'm going to go and kill some caterpillars.
No.
But
And they're a danger to me as well because
Yeah.
I've a chest condition. So if I breathed in hairs, it would probably kill me.
Yes.
So not terribly good.
no, you still got lots of work to do.
Yeah.
Hey, and looking in hindsight, do you guys have any things that you would say like, now that I have this knowledge, I would have done this differently in moving to Portugal, or
One or
maybe you
two
would have gone to
things.
Bulgaria?
No.
No.
We've definitely done the right thing coming here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without question. But there are one or two things we wish, you know, with like you say, with hindsight now, the when we had our construction business, we had a nearly new mini digger and a decent trailer and a truck to tow it.
And we
And
had
we-
a little dumper as
and
well.
a dumper and all sorts of stuff. But we sold all that and bought a fancy big 4x4 and then decided to move out here, which we could have done with a truck, a trailer and a mini digger. So we subsequently bought the digger, but, you know,
Yeah, but the
if we
thing is,
did- we
as you
had
know,
it.
they're stupid money, aren't they? Yeah.
We had it and it was nearly new. It was very, very few hours on it, you know, and we,
Yeah. It would have been very good.
that's a bit of a regret, but that was about the only one.
But you took your household, like your stuff in your house, like your couches and stuff.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
took all that
Yeah.
We did because like I said, we came
because
out.
you didn't have room for that, like in the first like months that you were there, right?
Yeah,
Because you were in the caravan.
the house had a big garage.
Ah.
So when I first came over to sign, because it all happened really quickly.
So the week we were here in the sort of first to second week of February, looking at properties. We found the one we wanted, put in an offer, it got rejected. Put in another offer, I think that one got rejected as well. And
Yeah.
then we put in a final one, which was,
Accepted.
and then we were like, right, what do we do now? And they basically said, oh,
He said, we'll sort the paperwork out and we'll be in touch. And then you need to sign the deeds in with the notary and all that stuff. We're like, okay. Paid the deposit.
3 weeks later.
3 weeks. He's on the phone saying, can you sign the deeds now? We're like, we're in the UK. He said, well, you need to sign the deeds like this week. It's ready. We're like, oh.
So we hired a van.
We hired a van.
Sorry.
A big Mercedes
Sprinter.
Sprinter. Yeah. Hello.
Because you already sold the house
Yeah.
also, right?
Yeah.
So you needed to get out of there also.
So we hired a van, packed it like experts. I mean, it was so full.
You could only just get a cigarette paper in between.
Yeah, and the guy in the customs said, "Can I have a look in the back?" I said, "Are you sure you want to?" And he's like, "Yeah." So I slid the door really gently like that because obviously someone could have fallen out. And he went, "Close the door." That's fine. So yeah, so all that in that big van, which was a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
we put into the garage. But this is the funny thing. I hadn't actually. I came over that week, so I arrived on a Monday. I wasn't due to be in the notary to sign the deeds until Thursday. So I said and my only transport was this big van full of
Furniture.
overfull of all our furniture and stuff. So I said to the estate agent, I said, I need to put the stuff in the van somewhere, you know. I need to empty the van out. He just gave me the keys to the property and said, yeah, stick it in the garage, you'll be fine. And so I put everything in the garage and then signed a notary. And literally the day I signed, I had to drive back through France to get the ferry. Yeah. And I was thinking, I've left all our, we have a big American fridge freezer and all sorts of stuff just in the garage.
Yeah.
Unlocked. Just in the garage in the house. I'm like, oh, God. But, and then we came back. So that was in
end of
March.
February, beginning of March.
And then a month later we moved with everything else. So I had my work truck and a trailer, and you had a big 4x4 with a caravan, and everything's just jammed.
We just
full
shoved
with all our
everything
stuff.
in.
We still have stuff back in the UK, but most of it we brought with us.
And this is stuff you still have now and use also.
Yeah.
Because I brought a lot of stuff that ended up like standing in the shed for 4 years
Yeah.
and eventually now got eaten by mice and I should have just
Yeah.
like sold it.
Yeah.
One thing we do have, which we don't use very much here, is lots of winter clothes, which are untouched, still in bags. Because you don't, big overcoats and stuff, you don't wear them
No.
that often,
No.
do you? You tend to go, if it's raining, you stay indoors, so you don't, yeah? And,
There's
'cause
not
we're-
so much need when it's cold to go outside
yeah.
as in
Exactly.
the UK, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And
Yeah.
because we were retired as well, so you don't need, if it's raining or if it's too hot, you don't have to go to work. You can do
Yeah.
whatever you like, basically.
Yeah.
That's one big advantage. I
Yes.
mean, you were 49 and I was 50 when we came here. So
Yeah, it's been quite.
that's an early retirement.
Yes.
yeah, it's great. And it's like I said, it's the only country we could have done it.
Yes.
Because we were then, obviously, when we moved here, now you're mortgage free, so that's your biggest cost
Yes.
every month.
Yeah.
That's gone. Yeah. No fancy cars you're paying for, our
Well, even
property
like
rent,
the
our council tax, if you like,
the
for
property tax.
For the 3 hectares we have,
It's 90, isn't it?
it's €90 a year.
Yeah.
Just,
You know,
and in the UK, for the 3
we
bedroom
were
house
paying
we had,
£180 a month.
Yeah.
So it's just stupid
It's
differences.
So crazy.
there's all that. And our electric bill is €50 a month. Our water bill is €20 a month.
Give or take on both of it. Yeah.
Rationally
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah, it's crazy. I did a comparison in a video a couple of weeks ago with Holland and
Yeah.
Portugal, and it was. I live now for half the money.
Yeah.
But you could live here for like 1/3 of what I spent like in Holland.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we're not being frugal,
No.
You could be like, make sure that light's turned off, and you could be really frugal and what you eat. I mean, you can buy like pork in Lidl or Aldi.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it $2.50 a kilo.
Yes.
You can live on that. It's protein and fats that you need. It's
Yeah.
and if you grow all your own vegetables as well,
You can live
very
cheaply.
cheaply.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what we found, we are both eligible for the UK pension. Well, it's going to be several years yet, but we are. And
You think it's still like when you're you're like 50 years away still. Like,
Well, at the moment,
what have I
it's
got? 10 years.
yeah.
you think it's still like running?
Well, it
your
should
pension?
be.
It might be. Yeah, hopefully. But what I'm
I
saying
think within
is,
10 years we'll be accepting refugees from the UK here in.
Yeah.
yeah, it could possibly be. But, I mean, if we do get our pension, as it's stated currently, that we get nearly a full pension.
Mm-hmm.
And that's more, that you could live quite comfortably on a UK pension here in Portugal.
In Holland, it will be like $1,200 for a couple. Like
Yeah.
if you had like state pension.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And here it would be like crazy. You know?
Yeah.
In Holland, you would struggle for 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Absolutely.
I think it's about 200
Well, it's,
pounds a week per
Yeah.
person in the UK.
Uh-huh.
so there's
So
four.
it's 400 quid a week for two of us.
So it's 1,600 quid,
1,600, yeah.
which is more than more.
But you would in
more
the
than you
UK
get-
probably you
That's
would
more than
struggle.
we get now. A lot more. So
But in the UK, you would struggle
Yeah.
with the
yeah, I think
1,600
you will.
probably, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah. Especially, well, I mean, by then you shouldn't have a mortgage, but a lot of people would take out, especially like you, second marriage, you would go on to extending your mortgage eligibility and stuff.
People constantly want more, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's also most people that are here, they don't have that mindset anymore. You
No,
know,
and I
that-
think that's a nice thing. It's nice, stuff is nice, but at the end of the day, it's how you're living is better. It's, to me, I can go, like, oh, I want a new handbag. No, I don't. I don't care. I need to buy some
stuff
chicken
becomes
food.
irrelevant.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
It,
need,
it really does. And I find like money is nowhere near as important
No.
as it was in the UK. It's you don't we haven't got a quest for money all the time.
No. No.
Because we're, like I said, the mortgage, but not paying a mortgage is a big thing.
big help. Yeah,
But-
we're not chasing.
Yeah, you're not chasing
that
more money,
more-
a better
no.
job, and all that all the
No.
time.
Yeah.
And there's no stress at all, no stress whatsoever. So
Apart from getting the.
apart from some of the driving, it's like,
Do you ever go to Lisbon?
yeah,
It's worse than Amsterdam.
yeah.
And there's like this three lane road, right? They're lined up with 4.
Yeah.
It's just like, what?
And that's the other thing as well. It's like parking. It's abandonment. It literally, it's like, oh, there's the 2 white lines, so I'll park across 5.
Yeah.
We've seen a car take up 4 spaces in the car park,
Just literally parked in the middle.
diagonally in the middle of
Yeah.
4.
And the double parking, in the main streets as well, it says parking, and somebody, I just want to stop here. I'll put my hazards on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great because they don't care.
I know from Spain sometimes they park
they're
double.
carefree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then they just honk their horn
Yeah.
till somebody comes to remove
Yeah.
the car.
and that's something you never hear much here. People honking the horns.
No.
Hardly ever hear it.
No. I do think that for the mentality that the Portuguese have, that they're very hot-headed in cars.
But
I had a couple of times already that like a guy like completely freaked out on me here, like on the local road,
yeah.
like because I went first on the bridge or something, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Malou!
But they do like to drive right up your arse though. They're very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I drive up to somebody else's ass and he goes off the road, let me pass, and then he comes back after me. But you all guys all do it, and now I do it, and you're frustrated, you know? It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, strange one. Strange one.
But it's just nice not to be stuck in traffic. As obviously Lisbon, Porto, they're the bigger cities are going to be a lot different. I mean, even in Castelo, sometimes there's oh my gosh, we've got
Yeah.
Traffic jam, hey! It's like rain.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, traffic jam.
great.
Hey,
I can look around. Yeah.
So you
whereas-
guys don't have the idea that you're a lot less in the rat race than you were like in the UK, right? You really have the feeling that you left it behind, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
There's no rat race at all.
No.
Well, actually, we do have rats.
Yeah. Apart from the rats that are with
We have real. Yeah.
But that's a completely different thing.
different thing. Yes, we have completely escaped it.
Because also with YouTube, you can think like, oh, I need to produce a video, but for you it's less important because you don't need this money directly to live from, right?
No, it's been like I say, it's as we all do YouTube know, unless you're somebody like what's he called, Mr. Beast, who's stupid amounts of money, thanks to YouTube and stuff. But and it varies so much, and you might think, oh, I'll get a couple hundred this, and then it's like, oh, I've got hardly any, and it's just really hit and miss. It's not a constant. So, as a job, I don't think you could really rely on it, because if you need a steady X amount of income coming in, which, like I said, we have the rental, so that makes a big difference for us. That's our bread and butter. This is our pocket money.
Yeah.
So
we,
YouTube is very unpredictable.
Yeah.
Also for Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
You know that his views are down like 1/4 over the last 6 months?
Really?
Yes, because of different YouTubers making changes to their algorithms. Everybody is down, but for Mr. Beast this turned out to be 1/4.
I was going to say that when you've got a lot of subscribers and viewers, a percentage is a bigger hit. Whereas us, we're, we dropped.
He sees his YouTube earnings go down hundreds of thousands of euros a month.
Yeah, whereas ours goes down 100, and you go
a beer or two a month.
Yeah.
I see you guys always on Friday. You always have like
we
Facebook thingy with like beer time.
Yeah, we have a. And again, it's one of these weird things like the social media. I mean, everybody realistically has social media to a certain extent. There is some sort of input through social media. It's one of those necessary evils in some ways.
Well, for us, it promotes the channel a bit.
Yeah, so I try to do like the Facebook thing, and even with that, you just go, oh, it's quite nice. I've got a few likes today. It's just silly little things and comments and trying to things that we don't generally show on the channel, because it'll be me with the animals or stuff like that. Because to a certain extent, I think with the animals, it's just like, I feed them, I clean up their poo. That's what I do. Do you want to see that every day? Oh, look, Angie's feeding the animals and cleaning up poo.
But it's a nice variety in content, right? Like to get it in like every once in a while. If something happens or stuff like that.
But like I say, some of the daily grinds, it's just like, that's what you do. That's it's like getting up and brushing your teeth sort of thing. You don't show that. So.
No, although there's maybe a lot of people where it's also appealing to have this kind of life where they take like care of animals like every day, and it might be for them like a real good escape, from the office that they're now sitting in,
Yeah, I mean, I did take a little video because we've got ducklings, and on their water tank that's their big. Well, what would it be here? Just like a water storage tank for irrigation. So we've made that so the ducks can go and swim on it.
Yeah.
And we've got a pipe that takes an overflow, and if I turn the pipe, it makes a little shower, and all the little ducklings were under the shower this morning. So
Super cool content.
Yeah, so I just took a little video of that.
Ducks, piglets, and chickens.
Yeah.
And kittens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's more TikTok and.
So we don't do
Instagram.
It's all so much work, guys. You can take it to the extremes that you.
And again, that's what we sort of said. We're retired, but we are working. But like yourself, you're working doing the.
I
don't see it as work.
No.
Everybody always says work, and for me, it's like I'm just spending time.
Yeah.
It's like I don't see it.
For us as well. I mean, we're putting everything we can into the property to improve the property, and that's not just the house. I mean the paddocks, the lands, the trees. We're planting more trees every year,
pruning them properly.
We're getting rid of the horrible pines, but encouraging the cork oaks to grow and stuff. So we're always doing something to improve the property, because when we're older and frailer, we don't want to be on a property which is now 6 hectares, because it'll be too much to look after. So we want to be in a little village house somewhere, with a tiny little garden, maybe a little bit of vegetables, where stuff's easier to get around, and you haven't got to trim and cut grass and everything else. So whatever we increase in value our property is more for us to, invested
Yes.
to live on when we're old and frail.
It's like investing in your pension. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
And the thing is, as well, it's like I'd rather enjoy what money we have now, because again, we in the UK, when you hit 55, or I could at the time, you can do a drawdown on your private pension, so which means that you can access X amount, and that's how we got the mini digger, because that was, I'd rather that we had it because it's been so bloody handy.
The one in the UK.
No, the
No,
one
we
we've
bought
got
one-
now.
we
We've
bought
got
one
one
here.
here. So we bought a mini digger with basically my pension money, but it's more useful than sat there for just in case I might need it when I'm 80, and then I go, oh, I got all this money. Oh, I've just died.
You never know what's going to happen.
Exactly,
Like,
and
right?
again, and I will say this: my one reason why I really wanted to do this was because my mum sadly passed away a week after her 61st birthday, and I was just like, do you know what? I want to enjoy myself and retire to somewhere nice and sunny. And enjoy
it while you can.
And
Yeah.
enjoy it while you can.
You
'Cause
might
don't
make
know what's
61 and the same thing happen to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Stop crossing your fingers.
And I might go on to be 90 like my father.
Yeah. Oh dear.
In good health, there's nothing wrong with that, right?
No,
No,
exactly.
very good.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Would you guys have any advice for people who want to escape the rat race? Is Portugal a good solution? No.
I think it's the most affordable solution in Europe at the moment.
But I would also say don't look at the X amount of money and look at, oh, I can buy all this land
Yeah.
for this amount, because land is work. You
Yes.
Here, land is a lot.
I have been saying that for
know. Yeah.
Be careful what you buy, because you also need to keep it clean, right?
Yeah.
We've met people that have bought massive amounts of land, and they spend all their time just trimming the land. And by the time they get from one end to the other,
They've got to start
they have to
again.
go back and start again. And it's just too much for them,
Yes.
you know. It's
It sounds great. Like
Yeah.
It's
being
great.
a
Oh, I've
big
got
landowner.
20
Yeah.
hectares, and it's fantastic.
Yes.
And then, you've got 20 hectares that you need to maintain, because
Yes.
if you don't, you get fined here, you know.
Yeah.
And
And it's
Yeah.
just good practice. You don't want to live in like an overgrown
No.
thing
Yeah.
where it's a fire hazard and your house is in the middle. You
Yeah.
know?
And that's the other thing, you come here and do things legally. There's so many that go. We've been asked, do we need money to live in Portugal? It's like, what are you going to do? Are you going to hide in a hole?
Yeah.
And I just don't understand.
that was a genuine question.
Yeah.
Can I live in Portugal without money? I'm like,
You can live on the street in Holland without money. It's no problem. It depends on your expectations of life, right?
yes, exactly.
But also, like I say, just do things right. Don't be an.
Well, don't be an
arse
arse.
to- yeah.
Try and fit in with
the local,
with society, you know.
Yes.
And your neighbours, the elderly neighbours, will bend over backwards for you.
Yeah.
They'll try to do, and if you just sort of go, oh, dismiss them,
Or complain about them,
complain,
or their
that's
dogs,
it.
or
The
whatever.
village. You might be in the middle of nowhere, but the village will know about it.
Yes.
This is the thing. I mean,
It's a very although there are not many people, the community is like very
Exactly.
informed and
Yes.
like tight.
They know everything you do.
Yeah.
Yes.
and so don't think you can change the world just because you might think, well, I've bought a place here and
You sort of have to fit in.
You need to integrate, right?
Yeah,
That's also what I said in
integrate.
Holland. If you want to come to Holland, you're welcome, but like learn to speak Dutch and
Yeah.
like respect our
Yeah.
habits and traditions and stuff. You
Yeah.
know?
I think the language is a big issue for a lot of people.
Yes.
But also, I think if you try, you only need a few basics sentences to get by, and people appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know.
Sometimes it's also people think too difficult about it, right? It's also about moving to another country, and
Yeah.
it's not that difficult.
No.
Starting
I mean,
your own
most people
business
go
is
on-
not that difficult.
Most people go on holiday that they generally have to get onto a plane or a ferry or drive to
Yeah.
another country,
Yeah.
you know, so it's...
Yeah, a
you
lot of
just
people
don't-
say that the paperwork and the
bureaucracy.
here is really bad.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, it's bad everywhere. You know,
Yes.
it's trying to get anything done anywhere in the world is there's a lot of bureaucracy.
I say sometimes it's like it's everywhere, but here, like at least you see it that it's there.
Yeah.
And in Holland, they push everything like in sort of
Yeah.
rules and stuff, and they hide it. And here it's like you know what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's for me a lot more like clear.
Yeah.
You know.
And I just think that if you're not happy where you are, there's no guarantee that you'll be happy here, because that's something
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
something we said, like, don't, if you've got problems with your marriage or you know, or something like that, don't move here and think it's going to go away.
No.
'Cause it just
Yeah.
for the first few months is all lovely, and then that problem you had is
You're
still
still
there.
with you, yeah.
You know, so
So yeah, it's not an answer to any problems moving here.
No.
If you've got problems, but for us it answered a lot of the just enjoying yourselves, like each other and life, isn't it? You know, it's hard to explain without sounding a bit weird. So, but for us, I think it's definitely the best thing we ever did.
For me also.
Yeah.
And maybe I should have done it sooner.
I wish we could have, like you and Carissa did it, and they were quite
were
young.
their age, yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, that has disadvantages, because if they've had 30 years less working than we have, they have 30 years less money,
Yes.
sort of thing, you know. So you come over here with less of a nest egg
Hmm.
than you would have if you leave it later, like we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think even that, I would love probably, I'd say 10 years sooner
Mm.
would have been ideal. Around about 40, if we, you know, could have made a decent amount of money on selling the house and use that to buy somewhere here.
Yeah.
Obviously, we wouldn't have been able to buy as big a place or as expensive a place, but it's a start,
Yeah.
you know, and it means so much to be not working and not paying a mortgage.
Yeah.
That it's so much more worth it. So I would,
Yeah.
you know, I'd say 40 is a good age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, that's dead.
Dead.
That's telling us that we're out of time.
Stop yapping, you lot. God.
Yeah.
No, that's one. I will still have that camera. It's fine. But I am gonna, how you say, close it off because I'm
Wrap
getting
it up.
eaten by mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
So that is some things that, you could have done different. Like you could have gotten here a little bit sooner.
Yeah, I think
It would have been nice.
it
but
would have been nice, but then
It didn't happen, so
yeah,
There's
you
also no regret there.
know,
Yeah.
no. The fact is that we did this, and well, we're staying.
yeah.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
you see your the rest of your life here in
Yeah.
And there's
Portugal.
no way I would move back to the UK, or in fact anywhere else.
No.
You know, unless there was some utopia somewhere that just suddenly sprung up. But I can't. I
Until
don't.
Atlantis pops back up.
Yeah,
we'll stay
I
here.
don't see a reason why I would want to go anywhere else.
No.
Not at
No.
all. Everywhere else would be worse than what we have here.
Yes.
So why?
Yeah, for instance, Luke
Yeah.
and Sarah, they're gone. I don't know if you saw with the camper, they're gonna go traveling again,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
through Portugal and stuff. And
Yeah.
this is something that I also might do in the future. You know, like
Well, we would like to when we're hoping to get Andrew's dad to move out here.
Yeah.
We have a guard dog which is not very friendly to many people. In fact, just us two.
Yeah.
But he's getting friendlier with him, and that's the problem. We can't go anywhere because you can get people to feed chickens, you can get people to feed pigs. Yeah, you can't get people to feed Max because he'd eat them.
Yeah, he's
So,
very.
You know, if we could get Andy's dad out here and he gets used to Max or Max gets used to him, whatever, then we would like to
Just long
every other weekend
Yeah.
take long weekends away, and because there's so much in Portugal to see.
Yeah.
You know, we want to go to Sintra, Mafra, lots of places. You know, Peniche,
Hmm.
all those. Nazaré in November
even
for the big waves.
Lisbon
all that
would
stuff.
be, you know, rather than just the airport.
Yeah,
Lisbon is beautiful.
yeah.
So
A lot of climbing though.
yeah,
So guys, thank you very much for coming.
that's quite all right.
Thank you for
It
having
was,
us.
Yes.
It's been very, very,
Very cool
enjoyable.
conversation.
Yeah.
Anything you guys want to like to promote? Of course, people should check out your YouTube channel,
Yes.
Project Portugal.
Of course, yes.
You upload weekly?
Weekly, every Friday. Yeah, and sometimes maybe the odd promotional one in between. But
Yes.
generally just every
Yeah.
Friday.
Just
And you can learn probably a lot of building.
Yeah, we do a lot of
stuff.
building stuff, a lot of renovation stuff, and helping others as well. So that gets on there quite a bit. So lots of varied projects, you know.
So as you guys probably watch me do a lot of building in how not to do it, you can watch Nick in a lot of building in probably how to do it. Thank you very much for coming, guys.
Oh, that's all
Brilliant.
right.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Yes,
Ciao.
thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Woohoo!
Yes, we are getting chomped.
Yeah,
on.
I'm getting to
Yes. Let's get out of here.
These are really good.